Welcome back to Son of a Cyclist. My name is Nick Arend, and today we're gonna go over how to reverse wrap your bar tape. This project is pretty simple, and so the only tools that we're gonna need are a pair of scissors, some electrical tape, and the bar tape that you choose. All right, so what do we mean by reverse wrapping your bars? Traditionally speaking, you start at the bar end and then wrap up towards the hood, around, and then ending on the top bar. The reverse wrap means we're gonna start at the top bar and work down around the hood, finishing at the bar end, using the plug to hold the bar tape in place, which is then gonna give you a nice overall clean look without any electrical tape. First step is we need to take out the bar plug. So once you have the bar plug out, we're gonna lift the hoods. So these hoods, whether you have Shimano or SRAM, these hoods just flip up. So you're just gonna roll those back. That's gonna give us full access to everything here and be able to wrap around the hood. Now, we're just going to unwrap the old bar tape. And then you're just gonna repeat on the other side. Now, as you can see here on my tape, or my bar, I used some old bar tape that I put around the transition from the bar to the hood, just to make it a little more seamless, so I didn't have like a V in the transition between the bar and the hood. So this is the one place that we're going to use electrical tape, just to hold the bar tape in place to get it started. So you'll need a piece of electrical tape that is roughly 2-3 inches long. As I said earlier, all bar tape is different. There's many different textures and styles. Some will come with an adhesive backing. This part is sticky, which will help keep it in place as it wraps around the bar. Okay, now you're gonna take your cut piece of electrical tape and you're gonna place it on top of the bar tape and give yourself a little bit of a flap. This flap part is gonna stick to the bar, which is gonna hold everything in place. So we're gonna start over the top, and this flap here is gonna wrap underneath and stick to the bottom of the bar. And here's a shot underneath the bar, so you can see the bar tape is covered by this electrical tape, and the bar tape is now attached to the bar, which is going to hold this all in place. You can also see that the line of my bar tape here is flush to where it's supposed to be, nice and straight. Then you can see, as I continue my wrap around, this is going to cover the electrical tape and the bar tape, holding this all in place. All right, now that we have our starting point, I just want to make sure that everything is aligned properly on this top bar for me. And again, after each pull, you just want to, or after each wrap, you just want to make sure that you give a nice little snug pull to make sure that's being held tight. Just creating a nice, easy pattern of equal distance all the way around. All right, now as we approach the hood, we want to make sure that we don't cover up any important places. As you can see here, there's a nub on the hood, and when this rolls down, this nub fits into the hole in the hood here. So if I were to cover this up like that, then this nub would not seat properly into the hood. So we want to make sure we don't cover anything up. All right, so what you'll also find in your package is a hood mount tape or a clamp tape. And I'm not gonna take mine off because I've already got mine cut from the previous wrap job. But so what this does is you're gonna lay this over the top of the clamp that holds the bar tape in place. If you don't use this and you wrap around, then you will see a silver clamp here of whatever the hood doesn't cover. Once you have the bar clamp cover on and placed, you're gonna go over the top of that. And as you come down, you're going to then go around the inside, and this is gonna transition over the top, like that. Again, as you do this, make sure everything is pulled nice and tight and that you are creating an equal pattern of distance all the way around. So one thing you're gonna wanna check for as you are wrapping is making sure that the inside is overlapped properly as well. You might be able to see here that my overlap here came down too far, which then allowed the entire width of the bar tape to be shown here. So I'm gonna have to unwrap that and then make sure that I correct that. It's always best to make the corrections now before you get completely done, make your cuts, and then realize that you cut it too short. So I'm just gonna go back and correct that. Okay, now we're approaching the bar end here. And what we're gonna wanna do is we wanna make sure that we have a good overlap of the tape. I like to give an overlap of about a ½ inch to an inch. That way we're gonna cut down here and we're gonna stuff all of this into the bar end and then use the plug to keep it in place. Always cut a little long and then you can cut shorter if needed. After you make your cut, make sure you pull it nice and tight. Have your bar plug ready to go. We're just gonna kind of push everything in. And then use our bar plug. After making sure that is all tight. Again, take another look just to make sure all your spacing is nice and even all the way up. Once your bar plug is in, you're just gonna roll your hood back down. Make sure all the nubs fit in properly. And then just take a quick look around to make sure everything's dialed and covered, taken care of. Okay, so we're getting ready to start the second side now. It's really important to start the second one in the same orientation that we started this side. So this side, we had the tape on the bottom side, underneath the side, and then we pulled it over the top towards the back. If on this side, we start the orientation here and we went from the back and went to the front, then the orientation of the bar tape is going to be different as it wraps down. So we're just gonna wanna make sure that we follow suit. All right guys, we just finished up the project. Super simple and easy, it doesn't take a lot of time. I think I touched on everything, but if there's anything that wasn't quite clear to you, leave them in the comments below and I'll do my best to answer them as soon as I can. It's great to be back making content again, and I hope you guys appreciate and like the video. If you did, give me that thumbs up, ring the bell notification for future videos, and we'll see you guys next time.